I don't want to retreat them faster, obviously, but for the counterattack here, I don't want them to keep my units occupied too fast. Because I'm not interested in moving back, I'm not interested in fighting here. I want to move fast inward, which means I need to destroy this unit. Yeah, almost destroyed. Not destroyed, but, you know, organization on 0. So, here's nothing going on special. Yeah, he's moving too fast. His units back, it's really a problem. I believe with my militia, it's maybe a little bit too hard to move fast inland. So it might not work to cut off the whole Japanese army. Maybe we end up with his original plan, where the Japanese army moves back to Korea. Well, it wouldn't be the worst case scenario. It would be, oh, new tanks. It would be just a scenario which I didn't prefer to this one. But yeah, both are okay. As I said, our goal is to destroy the Japanese army on the continent here and not on the island. So both should work. Nothing happening here. Some ships moving around, battleships. By the way, in case you wonder that why I see the whole Japanese army, I invested a lot in spies and put them into Japan. It's really, really efficient. Even better than a radar. Okay, army-wise. Now let's have it a little slower. We need to organize. If I can cut in here, then I can at least destroy 1 corps of infantry. And for the Japanese, that's actually a big blow, because 1 corps infantry, it's equivalent to maybe 3 or 4 corps of my militia. So let's see if we can do that. This one gets some reinforcements. Please move fast. They still can fight and defend when they move fast. Because this one is super busy destroying this army here, so I need some reinforcements in case I get attacked or in case I need a second wave. Yeah, I might need a second wave, but as you see now, it's really paying off that I had all the fighting before, because they're in super bad shape, and those are fresh troops. I mean, as you see, I'm super weak with my troops, but they're in super bad shape, which means I have now the advantage because of my numbers. So, and the new troops are already arriving. It's just a little hard to organize now. Some flanking here, but I don't care. I mean, this flanking cost him troops too, at least organization. Yeah, some of the fighting going on. I might need a second wave, which is not a problem. I already ordered the second wave. Did you move in? That's weird. I believe I just ordered a second wave, didn't I? Okay, maybe I didn't. Not getting any younger. Weird. Very weird. So let me see. This one is a garrison troop. I'd say we move them in here. Might take a lot of time, but I don't care. I really hate to fight with militia. I really hate it. So this one, maybe just keep him busy. Same here. Zack. Spread out a little bit. Here says elite infantry. Each country has a different elite infantry. Sometimes it's motorized, sometimes it's normal infantry, sometimes it's more like a marine. Depends on the country. I'm not even sure if the Chinese have elite infantry. I should check that. No, we don't. But it might also be because of our tech. Normally, each country has one. And you get it for the number of brigades you have. 1% of your brigades or whatever enables you to give you, gives you elite infantry. For each 1%, you can build 1 elite infantry. Really, really hard here, man. The Japanese, Well, the problem is not the Japanese. The problem is the crappy infantry tech and the militia spam I have. But I even talk about it in the technology and the strategy part, that there's no real other option for me. Also have a manpower problem now because of all the fighting, which is not a main issue, main concern of mine. I'm pretty sure I can solve it. Because this will only affect your strengths, and strength is really not the problem. So, these troops are now ready for the next attack, and we really want to use them for this one. And the whole corps, well, it's a little spread out, okay. Anyway, we can just use part of our corps, and the other part that is stationed here can be used to move to the sector. So normally I would use a flank on this side, but they're under attack right now, so I cannot give them an order. But here again, the Japanese army is really in bad shape too. And I keep them on their toes now. There's no way I will have a week of break or something, because they will cover more strengths and organization than I will if you just have 1 week of not fighting or whatever. Here's a more reinforcement coming. I don't know, there's so many more coming. It could be an issue because, yeah, I mean, yeah, the tighter the corridor is, the more problems I have if they have like a whole corps on each sector. Because I cannot flank if they have a core on the sector. So many troops. Just out of curiosity, how many resources you have? Because I have all these spies in this country, I have a good idea what they have on resources. And they have 250 industry compared to my, yeah, to my industry. It's a nightmare. What you're building, okay? Yeah, it's not a big, yeah, it's nothing unexpected. Not getting easier. I mean, I have one more option. I can deploy some of my infantry here and try to land some troops behind them. It's a little risky because he has a fleet and he will see my troops most likely. But as we know from our intelligence report, there's no fleet here. The next fleet he has is stationed over here, which are only transports. There are some submarines, which means I have a small time window where I actually can really do that with my troops. And I should use garrisons because I don't need speed. I just need to get the harbor and place my units over there. And you know what? Let's do that. Move them here. You move back. I don't want to move every one of you. I move my ships to this one. I will redeploy my new ships so they get some organization. And they have time to move some fuel there. And then I try to land here and maybe here later. How many troops can I afford? Maybe 1 corps of those units too. The thing is, if I land with 1 corps infantry here, he needs at least one of his own corps to counter me. So, but 1 corps of mine is not as valuable as one of his corps. Let's try this one, but only if his fleet is not available. So many units on this side, which makes no sense, of course. You guys are in a good shape. Let's move here. What's your condition? Not the very best. Oh. Core. I really hate Hume wave tactics. I really do. It's so much more micromanagement. This one is totally fresh. Okay. Radio technology, very nice. So, then a good condition. Yeah, the Hume wave problem is really the micromanagement, in my opinion, in my belief. Because you always need to check where your units are fresh and where are not, and where to move them next. I mean, you need to do that all the time, even with infantry and specialists, but it's not as micro-intensive like this one here. So now I move in this to sector. Here they have their attack delay, here the reinforcements are arriving, and then I have a good chance to start my next wave. Here they're pushing me back again. It's starting to get really annoying. Are there any troops I can move into the sector? Yes, I can. Let's do that. It would be a fresh core, almost fresh, and they are not fresh at all anymore. It's just a matter of time. I push them back. It's like water. I just will flow over them. Just a matter of time. So these units move in here. Let's get 1 commander. And a little faster, please. You can write in the comments if you like to see all this fighting here. If you want to have a break, like, you know, I will just give you the highlights. I will record it right now because I asked last time for it and nobody said anything. So I expect that you like the fighting. If not, you can just maybe switch to the next part. First core shattered. Yo, that happens. It's war. I will check later from time to time, maybe every 6 months or every year for unit organization. So as I said before, he might push inland a little bit, but not as far as it's you know, that it gets concerning me. Like, you know, when my supply line is cut off, that would be here. That's not a big deal when I'm already moving inland. So it's, yeah. If he wants to move this infantry, for example, down here, it would be so easy to cut it off. He will realize that too. That's why he normally will stop in this area here and not moving more inland. So let's see. Now we are here. We are already attacked again. Not the first time. Reinforcements are arriving. Those units are in a bad shape. Okay. What's going on here? This one. No, they're in a bad shape, all of them. They are recovering 2, those 2. This one is okay. So let's get it in the attack mode. We don't need all of them helping here, but at least one guy can move here from the side to make it easier, and maybe the rest of the infantry, at least one, can move top. I expect them to move into the sectors sooner or later, and then I attack him from 2 sides, maybe from 3 later. So even so, if he gets the sector here, it wouldn't be an advantage for him. But I want to give him, as long as possible, a fight here, so I give myself time to move behind his lines. So my units are almost arrived. Very nice. How many transport do we have available? 280 weight. And the whole core is... wasn't there a way to reach the whole number? Well, I can't move them into the transports. Now, what I do now is for this core, because it's garrison and because I will land it on a harbor and I want them only to defend the harbor, I want them to extend the fighting time. It's not to beat them or whatever. I want as long as possible to stay here. That's why I clicked on the defense part. So I also considered to replace this commander to a defense commander if we have. There would be now like a specialist if you like, even though it's not really specialized if you have this kind of crap units. Yeah, the problem is we don't have a defense commander. Maybe we have some in the army, but I'm actually too lazy to check the whole damn army now. So I just keep it where it is. Let's move in the army. Yeah, now it's in. And now we can have an invasion here. If you click invasion, then I believe it will move back when it's done. So maybe we wait a little bit because I have this attack delay and I don't know for the ship invasion how it works. I mean, we know the next fleet is stationed here, which means we have maybe, I would say, half a week to get the invasion working. And when he loses one, he needs to bring all his supply over these other harbors here. So, no. All auto decline. The problem really is that most of the stuff here, or if not all, is going over the water. And as you know, I cannot afford to trade over water because the Japanese will sink all my ships. So, but Portugal, they want something from me. Requested our permission and technical expertise in producing 2 units of tactical bombers from the Chinese. Why not? We get money, that's not a problem, but money is not a thing we really need. So, technology, get it back. We can go for the radar technology here. Zack, zack. Oh, wait a second. You're moving back. Why the hell would you move back? You have like 100% organization. Not sure what really happened in the sector. Maybe it was an event, something special. I don't know. So now the infantry here. Moving back, that's really sad, but that's how it is. At least on this side we can push. And if this corps is completely retreating, then we can move in all these troops. I don't want to move all of them in, I just want to move in the fast part of the militia, because the garrison won't arrive fast enough. So on these units, because now he has no fighting more, I mean, they have no chance to attack me here, right? I have someone attacking on the top. Yeah, those attacking on the top, which means I can move in then here and I don't have any counterattack I need to be afraid of, which means I can gather my units here. So here we have a lot of units doing nothing. They're already fresh enough for my taste. Let's move them. Oh, the core is here. Okay, who cares? Yeah, it's time to make a big corridor. So let's reinforce in this sector. This one we keep here, dig in, and the rest is moving a counterattack. So now it's time for real war. How long is the break you need? 15 hours. 15 hours. I have no clue what happened here. Maybe they stole all the supply. But normally when the sector got conquered, that's why they show the red symbol for stolen supply. But as you can see, my strength is going down for all of my units. It's getting worse and worse. It's really time that we bring the fighting to an end. Maybe here. So now we are ready. And let's move into the ship. And invasion. Yeah, here we are successfully moving inward, and here's the same, even though it doesn't look like. Let's get some counterattacks, I wanna say. Yeah, ground attack, it means they're attacking from the air. Yeah, no fighting necessary here. Now they're moving back in this one, not a big deal. Yeah, we need more manpower, but I'm pretty sure we'll solve it. So, invasion is going on. Let's see if he's redeploying his fleet, or they're just submarines. They can still sink your transports, which they most likely will try. Yeah, but it's only the submarines. I would be more afraid of carriers or battleships. Ah, he's patrolling here. He's not even going for an attack. I mean, you can't be 100% sure which kind of fleet they have in the area. Maybe this one is the fleet, no, it's also submarines. I'm not sure why he's not intercepting, but maybe he is, and I don't see it. The intelligence report doesn't give you 100% accurate reports, so don't. But it looks pretty nice right now. So maybe just for fun, we move in some troops, because the idea is the more I move in, the more time he needs to for his attack delay. He has also attack delay. So when he's fighting here, he has attack delay after successful fight. I don't move all of the troops in, just a few maybe. So, and we also move in the militia to make some stress. It's more like to be annoying, right? It's not about the whole fight here. And also his supply is most likely going here over a street somewhere, if I can intercept this one, and he already lost the biggest harbor here, and he lost his for his airplanes this space. That's a good thing. So let's move in. Reserve, transport, second. Sometimes a little tricky. You don't want to have a rebase here, just want to move in. If you rebase here, they will steal all your supply from this sector. But I will move in, so I'm safe from the submarines that are coming. So those, yeah, move in. You cannot retreat the first day. But 2 submarines, they need some luck to sink all your transports. Woo! They say. Yeah, you see, it's not too much damage. I might lose one. It would be, yeah, that's not making me happy. But it's not a big deal. Here's a retreat button, which you can also click here, and now it works. You need to wait 1 day or whatever before you can retreat, so I didn't even lose 1 ship. And now I'm in his harbor. More ships are moving in, but he's too late. So now I get the veteran army bonus, which is amazing. I mean, all the stuff is really amazing. It's maybe the equivalent to 1 tech level for infantry. He's moving forward and forward. Be happy. Yeah, this infantry can actually beat the whole corps in alone. But as I said before, it's not a big deal. I can maybe help a little bit because he takes more damage when he's attacked while he's on the run, on the attack run. Even though it's a bad number, he takes more damage from the side now, which means he gets exhausted faster. Click, click, yeah. So, but now let's go for the real fight here. Some supply problem, but it's only because the sector was conquered. Let's move in here. Units, fresh units. Yeah, the 18th Corps seems fresh enough for me. Move in. What's here going on? It's the whole army. Yeah, this one will be shattered pretty soon because, you know, missing the manpower to reinforce and it's maybe bombed all the time. It's in a good shape, so let's move on the top here. Wait, do I have a chance to move in here and then make like you know, like a claw or whatever? Let's see. We move over this sector here and then on top. Give it a try. These units I can move forward, and as soon as these units are ready, and they are right now, we move in. Yeah, and he needs now to redeploy units. As you can see, he's redeploying a lot of units to intercept me here. I'm considering to open another front here to cut him off from this sector maybe, because his ships move back again. Normally a smart player would move his fleet over here, because he has the advantage with his fleet to avoid this kind of stuff and also have some shore bombardment. It will cost him some fuel, of course, which is a problem with Japanese sometimes, but well, I mean, otherwise you get this kind of stuff here, right? So there's no way to not move your fleet in. Yep. I have an on the run right now. That's working wonderful. Is there a militia doing nothing here? Yes, there is. Let's increase the threat from this side. Getting repaired soon. Let me see, where I can move troops. I think I can move into this harbor and then get some of those troops to redeploy. It's, you know, involves a lot of risk because, yeah, move in if you like. If I get sink, my transport could sink while I move them here. I lose all the infantry as well. But I think it's worthwhile to get some space, some area covered with infantry. So, what else? Yeah, pretty bad shape. Yeah, when we are done with all the fighting with the Japanese, we might have lost maybe a third of our army, really destroyed. Not like, you know, just losing manpower. I mean, really losing some divisions, whole divisions, if not corps. But then again, we just need the main amount right now for the Japanese invasion. After that, we have a pretty experienced army, which will be specialists. So that's okay. I mean, I can deal with a couple of 100,000 soldiers losing. It's really what I calculated in my tactics. It sounds mean, but that's the way it is. So why are you here? Wrong sector, if you ask me. Yeah, because he sees... No, cannot do that. Okay. Let me do the slow mode. So now I can redeploy some units from this front. They're in a good shape, and we move them in the ship, and let's try another invasion. I could land them here, move them from the land, but I want to give it a try if I can land over here. That would be super annoying for him. I might be in a fight then, but well, we have to try. It can still work. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they still unload when you're in a fight, so I just need to get some... I need some time to make it happen, Pyongyang. I might lose a couple of soldiers on the way on the land, but it's an invasion, right? So it must hurt. Yeah, it looks like he's on the offensive here, but he's not. Even so, if he's successful, I mean, first of all, the garrison here, they will counter everything. And second of all, there's no offensive here when he's losing all his supply line over here. There's no way they can supply themselves in this area. No way. So it's not a big deal for me. I can just deploy maybe the units a little bit on the left on the side. Need to be careful of flanking, but that shouldn't be a big issue. Maybe you stay here, maybe you move on the side. Just to keep it open here, I move the garrison over here. That would be a garrison corridor. And maybe we move a couple of those units back. Which one? 28, 32, 28, 28. It will reduce my stacking penalty, and it also will enable me to secure the sector when I need to retreat. Yeah, stacking penalty 20%. Normally I need to retreat like almost all of them, but it's too much micromanagement. I don't care too much about those units here. And it should still work this way. So, we are moving in. We have our invasion fleet going on, and the submarines, they're just patrolling here. They're not even looking for my fleet. Yeah, I know we're in the invasion here. Problem is, I believe I got an invasion in Pyongyang. Doesn't look like right now. It's not a big deal, but I think I clicked on Pyongyang, so I'm